First up, Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme, has gained a new uniform and tier 4 advancement. Skill 1 is, hold on, let's turn off the skill down countdown so we get a nice thing. And just know with the build, it could be a little buggy. First up, we have Soul Tear. Soul Tear applies stun and energy damage. Alrighty. And skill number 2 is called Eldritch Light, which will apply snare, remove buff, and paralysis, and also reflect a percentage of damage received. Let's check that one out one more time. Next up, skill number 3 is called Mystic Black Hole. We'll check out these guys on the left right here. Alright. Mystic Black Hole causes paralysis and decreases all basic defenses by a small percentage and is stackable. And of course, you'll see much more of this in game. Let's check that one out one last time. You'll see a little black hole popping up there. Next up, we have skill 4, which is my personal favorite of his new outfit, calling Astral Projection. Alrighty. Astral Projection allows Doctor Strange to move around with the D-pad. And number 5 skill is called Tau Mandala. Let's check that one out in this group right here. Zoom out so you can see the wide range here. Tau Mandala will enhance his normal skills. It is also stuns and incapacitates enemies. Next up, we have his ultimate skill, Images of Icon. Let's go ahead and check that out right now. Images of Icon will time freeze enemies. It also stuns and incapacitates while paralyzing enemies and makes enemies miss attacks, removes all debuffs, and decreases all basic defense. Alrighty then. Let's make sure we have, yep, just make sure settings. We're going to go ahead and check out his combos now. The dev recommended combos are 5, 3, 2, 4, and 1. As always, we're going to go ahead and preview that so we can make sure it is done perfectly and not fumbled by me. Just note that number 1 at the very end, you want to make sure you time that perfectly to finish off the combo. Now, do you have what it takes to master the Mystic Arts? And here is Sister Grimm, who discovered her magical talents at a young age with a new uniform and tier 3 advancement. Really like Alrighty. Skill 1 is going to be called Energy Ball. Make sure I get a good angle on that. Let's try it over here. Energy Ball. Oh, let's turn off that countdown again. Alright, Energy Ball causes a percentage of fire damage based on energy attack as well as additional fire damage. Alrighty, this group on the right is going to experience skill number 2, Blazing Birds. And one more time, I really like how the feathers kind of last at the end before they kind of sizzle out. Blazing Bird causes burn and paralysis. And these guys on the left are going to experience skill number 3, which is Staff Bomb. Staff Bomb causes burn, stun, silence, and increases some stats and removes incapacitation. One more time right here. Alrighty. Skill number 4 is called Mirror Teleportation. Mirror Teleportation causes stun and removes active buffs from targets with incapacitation and also recovers a percentage of HP in Invincible. One more time. Alrighty. Skill number 5 is called Soaring Staff. Soaring Staff causes burn, which deals additional fire damage every second, causes incapacitation and paralysis, while increasing all her basic attacks by a percentage. And of course, her ultimate skill is called Mother Storm. Let's check it out with her new uniform, shall we? Alright, let's go ahead and check out her combos as well. The dev recommended combo is 5, 4, and 3, and a quick preview for everybody as well. Awesome. Her use of elemental magic is impressive, and we look forward to seeing how you try out her abilities with Sistergram and her powerful magic spells. Alrighty. Dr. Voodoo, who was the headmaster of Strange Academy, at one time also became stronger with this new uniform and potential transcendence. Skill 1, as we fly in here, is called Hoodoo Energy. It applies poison, additional poison damage every second, stun, and added energy damage. Again, turn off that combo so we see it real quick there. Next up, skill number 2 is Brotherly Spirit. Charges that up and applies snare and additional amounts of energy damage. And for skill number 3, we have Soul Power. This third active skill of Dr. Voodoo burns and silences enemies by firing flames at the enemies and bursting in a pillar of fire. It also grants all damage immunity to self. It also destroys the ground right there, so causing lots of damage. His fourth skill is called Voodoo Domination. Voodoo Domination attacks enemies with a whirlwind of souls. And this skill number 5 is my personal favorite, Pool of Spirits. Pool of Spirits attacks enemies by summoning a soul well, accumulating a percentage of damage when attacking and increasing all basic attacks based on a percentage of accumulated pure damage. And his awakening skill, Cursed Staff, applies Sun, Silence, and Panic. It applies some crit rate damage and crit damage increase while removing all debuffs. Also, as you'll see here, Man-Thing joins in on the attack. Let's go ahead and check out his combos real quick. Devs recommend 5, 4, 1, and 3. Awesome. And that's Dr. Voodoo, who confronts evil with mystical powers to save the souls of the innocent. Alrighty, moving on. Check out the brand new character. The mystical swamp creature Man-Thing has joined Marvel Future Fight. A combat type superhero, Man-Thing is a human ally with an instinct for justice. Despite his looks, he protects the multiverse as a guardian of the swamp. And here's the great news. He'll be available in selector biometrics. We'll go ahead and continue to check him out right now. See some of these moves, zoom out so we get a full view. Man-Thing attacks his enemies with the swamp powers and strength, while his roar frightens enemies and increases their damage received. His leader skill is called Swamp Tenacity, which would increase debuff duration and increase HP percentage. His first passive is Force of Nature, which would decrease basic damage by a percentage, and when HP is below a certain amount, he will recover a small amount of HP as well. His second passive is called Man Things Magic. And this will apply super armor, increase skills, and bonus by a percentage. Let's go ahead and check him out in game. Alrighty. Take a quick note to notice his little stomps he makes. I think that's a nice little detail. Skill number 1 is Monster Punch, which causes stun. Again, turn off that combo. Skill number 2 is called Swamp Dive, which will apply burn, snare, incapacitation, and panic. And panic is a new debuff that applies fear on enemies and applies additional damage to panicked enemies. Next up, skill number 3 is Monster Slash. Now, Monster Slash applies stun and damage immunity. This fourth one is a fun one as well. Man Things Roar. This applies snare and that new move, Panic, and decreases all basic defenses and is stackable. One last time. And skill number 5 is called Swamp Terror, which causes burn, bleed, panic, and paralysis, will apply barrier to self, and accumulate a percentage of pure damage and increase all basic attacks. His awakened skill is called Curse Swamp, in which Dr. Voodoo returns the favor to help out with this attack, causing stun, silence, panic, and that applies crit rate and crit rate damage increasing. So be sure to check out his full skill details in our patch notes on the forum. Let's go ahead and check out a combo real quick. Devs recommend combo 5, 4, and 3. Awesome. Lots of damage there. So stay tuned to find out if these superheroes can safeguard our world from evil. Next up, here's a look at the new uniforms and uniform options that will receive a discount in the first week of the update. Doctor Strange, of course, from Death of Doctor Strange, as well as Nightcrawler's Classic or Scarlet Witch's Marvel Studios WandaVision version. Next up, we have the uniforms for Sister Grimm. And those could include Sister Grimm's Runaway outfit, America Chavez Classic uniform, and Angel from the all-new X-Men, which is an update just a couple updates ago. Lastly, here are the uniforms for the very first Dr. Voodoo outfit, which comes from the Strange Academy. We also have Vision from that Marvel Studios WandaVision, and Magic from the Phoenix 5. So don't miss out on all the 40% discount for all the uniforms introduced today. And now, let's move on to a new system that can upgrade heroes further. We have the Team Up Collection, which gives an additional option to heroes under corresponding themes, but upgrading heroes and uniforms within the designated theme. So let's play around a little bit more and see how it works. Alrighty, let's jump right into it, shall we? As you can see, there are different themes to choose like this. We have Midnight Suns for the update, Sinister Six, and X-Force. So we're going to go ahead and, of course, click the Midnight Suns. Alright, so as you can see on the right, there are different missions that agents will have to complete. I kind of did some homework here, so we're going to do that. Just complete a few missions. Bam, bam, and bam. Agents will have to complete those missions to acquire collection tokens and to unlock team-up options. So let's go over the team-up options first. So as you see here, if you complete missions, team-up options will unlock. There are team-up options and have 10 steps. Well, each step will be unlocked based on the completion of the missions. And you can see the ones that I have unlocked over here. Every step has a couple of options to choose from, and I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and use defense. Yeah, let's go there. You can also use gold to level up team options along the way. So level up options, you will intermittently receive more collection tokens. I'll do that real quick. Let's just go ahead and max that out. Bam, get that extra buff and some more tokens. To recap, collection tokens can be acquired by either completing missions, or leveling up your team up options. Collection tokens are for collection options upgrade, and we'll go ahead and check that out over here. So just give a quick enhancement. You can even get additional pierce damage by upgrading your collection options. Both team up and collection options will grant beneficial effects for your heroes under this theme. You can check out all applied options for both teams right here under the collection options, and it'll be applied during the tab. So you have Midnight Suns. I already did a lot of the Sinister Six when I was doing the test, and some X-Force stuff there. Complete the challenges and upgrade the Team Up collection. Before we wrap up, alrighty. Before we wrap up, I would like to present one more improvement that mini agents should like. The battle time of Multiverse Invasion has decreased from 2 minutes to 1. You can now enjoy Multiverse Invasion more quickly and efficiently after this Midnight Suns V940 update. The coupon code today is Midnight Suns. Bam. Be sure it's all one word so you don't get mixed up there, and it will be valid until 10/4 Wednesday at 7:59 a.m. And be